Good morning, everybody. Hello. Hey, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You are in our Stitchuation room, and this is a Monday through Friday virtual stitching retreat where you hang out in here with Frito and I. She's over here now. She hears me start talking. She's got herself trained. Great to see everybody here in the chat. This is a virtual stitching retreat where you hang out with us and follow me on my sewing journey. And I hope I can inspire you to put something under the needle. Do you want a biscuit, Frito? This is our little shop dog, Frito. She's a little rescue from the local no-kill shelter. My friend Tammy, I went to lunch with Tammy the other day, and she said she was looking to get a dog and was going to go to the Animal Defense League in San Antonio. And I said, why don't you check the shelter in our county? And she did. She went down there and got another dog. So I'm glad for another rescue. Do you want your little, Debbie got you this stick? You want the stick? There you go. All right. See you later, sweetie. So that dog, she's not going anywhere. Trained. Couldn't find her yesterday and went outside, and she was just laying in the driveway enjoying the sun. Great to see everybody here this morning. So I wanted to follow up on some stuff that we had done last week, and I didn't show you the end result. So, and go over some stitching that I've been working on. Big announcement, OESD, which is Oklahoma Embroidery Supply and Design, has acquired Dime, Designs and Machine Embroidery. That email went out yesterday from OESD welcoming Dime into their company. And, I know Eileen Roche, the owner of Dime, and I think, she's an icon in the industry. And I think after Deborah passed last year, Deborah Jones was her partner. This is Deborah on the front of the Dime embroiderer's compass. And I met Deborah a couple of times at Houston. Very, very nice lady, but she passed last year. And I don't know. I'm just guessing. This is just me personally. I think Eileen said it's time to retire. So I am also an affiliate for OESD. They are a fabulous company, and they are branching into the world of long arm designs as well. So if you're a long armor, check out OESD and see what they've got going. They have an exclusive contract with Tula Pink to be doing some of her designs. So a little bit of news there in our stitching world, but it's congratulations to Eileen on her retirement. She has built an empire, her and her team. So she helped me get my start on my channel. She was absolutely wonderful. When, I emailed her and asked her if I could do a embroider along for the Trapunto table runner, which was a pattern that she had in the Dime magazine years and years ago. And she came back and said, yeah, she had talked to Christine, the digitizer, and said that was fine, that I could share that. And you can even find those videos on my channel. I made those back in like 2019. I was doing it on my Quattro, my brother Quattro. I had several updates in the Quattro, and it thought it was a Dream Machine. So that's the machine that was out before the Dream Machine came. So it had a camera in it, and those upgrades activated it. And I've got some really good beginner embroidery videos, and you can access through the links below in the description box of those videos. You can get to the free pattern for the Trapunto table runner. So very, very cool stuff. So you missed the very beginning. Dime being passed on. Dime, Michelle, has been purchased by OESD. So staying in the embroidery family for sure. But let me see. You guys are asking me questions about this. I don't know. Are they going to keep the Dallas location? I believe Dime is in Plano, which is like right next to Dallas. I have no idea. So yeah, OESD has all Amanda Murphy long arm designs. Yeah. So OESD is a great company. They've been around forever. They are also an icon in the industry. So yeah, Eileen taught me a lot too. It's just amazing what they have done for the industry. I use so many of their products. You guys see me using their magnetic hoops all the time. Print and stick target paper is an absolute must. As an embroiderer, if you don't have it, you definitely will want it. This stuff this changed the industry for sure, to be able to print designs on this paper. There's so much that I owe to Designs in Machine Embroidery. They had me hosting many of their shows earlier, several years ago. They've come up with software. I don't use their software, but it's great software. There's a lot of different software out there, but there's just all kinds of stuff. And so I will definitely look forward to more goodies coming out. That doesn't mean anything's going to stop. It just means the ownership of the company is transferring. So, and all of OESD's designs stitch out beautifully. Yes, they do. You're right, Denise. One of the reasons I mentioned this print and stick target paper, last Embroidery Thursday on the channel, I was doing the quilts wall hanging, and I kind of eyeballed the split hooping. Some of you guys might have noticed. I decided that stitch out was a test. And so I went ahead and stitched out both of the hoopings. I printed them out on print and stitch target paper, the QUI on one page and LTS on another, and used that to align it, and received perfection. So I want to show you guys the finished quilts wall hanging. This is the pattern from Shabby Fabrics. So what I did with this, look how that cute came out. Didn't that come out adorable? So I ended up doing it again. And let me explain to you the differences. I went ahead and stitched together all of the pinwheels and attached those to the sides of the background fabric. Okay. I did 3 hoopings of a 9x14 Designs by Juju backdrop called Daisies. Let me get this right up here so you can see the background quilting. Can you see the daisies? Aren't they cute? So I did 3 of these. Carol says her printer hates it. Oh, thank you, Donna, for your super sticker. That's very thoughtful, sweetie. That's very thoughtful. I have to use the individual feed on my printer to get the print and stitch target paper to work. I have a Brother printer, and I use the individual feed. That seems to work best for me. If I try to use the paper tray, it doesn't work out. So then I did also, one of the things I did, I realigned the bottom end of the spool for less wonkiness, but the spool is still tilted slightly for a little bit of wonky, whimsical idea. And then I redrew the extra thread on the spool. See the yellow orange thread coming off the spool? So I redrew that. That was a change to the design. I did that in a Brilliant Stitch Artist. And then the second hooping was the LTS, and it all worked out just fantastic. So I'm very pleased with it. I put the back on and did my hanging triangle. So this hangs above Frito's little doghouse on the door that leads into the rest of the house. So it's a nice little interesting. So I love the wall hanging too, Sharon. Thank you so much. So this turned out just precious. I'm very pleased with it. And I want to thank everybody for joining me who made it. I put a picture of it on our Facebook group the other day. So very happy with this. All right. So, and I couldn't have gotten this accurate of the split hooping, double hooping, really. Well, I'm trying to remember which is which now. The first hooping on the 9, I used the 9x14, or did I use the 10x16? It doesn't matter. The Q, the needle, or the O, the needle to make the Q, the U, the I, that was 1. Okay. And then LTS was the second. So very, very fun. Love, love, love. Thank you. Yeah. Hanging triangle, Janice, hanging triangle. Yeah. This is a This is a replacement for a hanging sleeve. And I love this. So I didn't come up with this. I saw this on a video. One of you sent me a link to a video called From So Very Easy. Laura Koya from So Very Easy. So this is 12 inches across. All right. And that way I cut an 11-inch square of the backing fabric, just an 11-inch square since this is 12. So that gives me half an inch on each side so I don't get the corners all bunched up underneath under the miters. See, let me get the lighting so you can see that. So there's half an inch. Okay. And you just stitch, so you fold the square in half to make a triangle, just like a napkin, and fold it in half again. And put the raw edges up inside the binding. Now all of the other edges are enclosed in the folds, and all you have to do is stitch a couple of stitches on that point. I do this all the way across the back of my quilts, and it is a brilliant method to hang quilts other than doing a hanging sleeve, which requires stitching all the way across, which I'm not going to do because I don't do that. So, oh, good. You purchased Block Party. Well, good, 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 good. All right. So I'm glad you let them know you heard about me. I know Patsy says she uses those on all her wall hangings. Me too. There's no way. I just do not want to stitch those hanging sleeves. That is tedious and boring. So it's your birthday, Star. Yay. Happy birthday. Oh, so there's birthday cake in the virtual kitchen. Happy birthday. We're going to hear singing break out anytime soon, I'm sure. That's wonderful. All right. If you're new here, let us know. Pop into the chat. Say hi. I'm new. There is a virtual welcoming committee. The Sunshine Committee, they will give you big hugs and welcome you in. All skill levels are welcome, beginner to seasoned quilters and embroiderers. All right, so I wanted to show you guys a book too that I picked up at Road to California. It's another Annie's quilting. It's called Colorful Quilts for Kids. This is an adorable, there's a quilt in here that was hanging on the wall in a booth that I just fell in love with. Y'all know I have chickens. I'm a big fan of farm animals. Oreo, my cow, is right up here. But the this little barn quilt, and I'll find it. There's just so many cute little quilts in here. First of all, the penguins, right? Oh my goodness, the penguins. Is that adorable? So I don't know if I have a link to this below. I'll do it after the video. I'm still fighting my cold. I'm better. I'd say I'm at 75%. But, oh, and a beautiful little girl quilt. You got to see this, the way the colors are done in this. This just screams me and my sister fabrics, doesn't it? Just screams those fabrics. So pretty. But the farm quilt is the one that got me. Oh, y'all. The elephants. I just love this. Okay. You know, I'm all about applique. Love my applique. But the farm quilt right here with the barns, the corn, the ears of corn are so, so cute. Marcia says, I need a great grandbaby. I want to make the penguins quilt. That's a good reason to have a great grandbaby. Great reason, right? Yeah. So, anyway, this quilt is made by the pattern is designed by a guy. His name is Scott A. Flanagan. He was there and he signed the pattern for me to Becky. Happy Quilting, Scott Flanagan. And he and his dad had the booth. And I just love that. There was another quilt there that I wanted the pattern to, and he sold it to a company, and that their thing has run out and he's waiting for it to be released back. It doesn't matter, whatever. I don't know. You know, the drama that goes on in these companies. But I saw this and I was like just drawn to it. I thought it was so, so cute. So lots and lots of cute stuff in here for sure. Annie's has lots of colorful quilts for kids books. So if you wanted to get this one, I'll link to it below the video when we get finished. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. Also, I went to the Wonderfield booth while I was there, and I bought $150 worth of threads to stitch the buttermilk basin applique quilt little kits that I got, and I'll be darned if I can find it. Didn't make it home with me. I don't know why. They were so nice to help me pick out my threads. I remember what they were, but I don't want to spend that kind of money again. So do we have new people here? I know I love the barn quilt too. I love it. I love it. Oh. Sassy new, are you new? Bonnie says I need a 25-hour, 8-day week. Oh, Bonnie has been working furiously behind the scenes. You guys, we are about half full in just a day for the 2025 Sew Together in El Campo, Texas, the RV Sew Together. So we've got RV spots are filling up, and the cabins are filling up as well. So you need to be sure. I've got a link to it below. It's on my blog. You need to fill out the register. It says register in a big old button. And that, let me show you guys where it is so everybody can see. Now, if you go to pay for the rally fee and you get can't do it on a demo page or something, just hit refresh and it'll fix. Hi, Bonnie. Okay. Let me go to my page so you guys can see that. Yeah, we are filling up quickly. All right. Let me present and share screen. And this is my blog, Power Tools with Thread, right here. Okay. And we have the RV Sew Together in El Campo. I don't know why this one won't. That was written over a year or right at a year ago. Don't go to the 2024. That's last year's. This is it here with my logo and the little camper. And meet me in El Campo. Okay. And there it is right there. This is a picture of the pools at the park. And there's all the RV spots. This place is a resort. It is beautiful. There's the lazy river. Very nice. Here's the button. You need to fill out the form so we know who's coming. Okay. And then let me get on down here. Here is the rally registration fee. We are having an ice cream social the first night. Here's the ladies from last year. Hi, Sandy. I see you right there. Lots of ladies from last year. Okay. And here we are sewing in the rally room. So join us again this year. We are going to have a great time. Going to be a lot of fun. So, all right. Let me stop sharing that. There we go. There. Okay. What else? This Embroidery Thursday, we're going to work on, I haven't figured out which one, probably the little love heart from Loveland Cottage. This one right here on Wander Lane. Hi, Sandy. She says, hi, Becky. On Wander Lane. Okay, Loveland Cottage. So we're going to work on that one. Might even cut out the letters tomorrow on Wednesday. Don't forget today, 9 a.m., I am going to be on Sewing Machines Plus's Takeover Tuesday. So, no, I'm sorry, 9 a.m. Listen to me. Noon Central. That's 10 for them. Noon Central. Okay. When will my son resume creating the wooden ruler racks? Well, he called me yesterday. He said, I've got to get screws, Mom. They're all sanded. I've got them branded. They're ready to go together. He's just got to screw them together. So I would think in the next week, there are going to be some that are out there. So you guys, as soon as they get put onto the store site, you need to buy them up immediately because they will be gone if you've been waiting for one. Keep an eye on your email over the next 3-4 days. If you have subscribed to get notification when they are back in stock, you definitely need to keep an eye on your email. Okay. Hi, Vicki. I saw your picture in there. Yeah, Vicki, from our trip. That was fun. All righty. Yesterday, I had talked to you guys about the Designer Mystery Block of the Month, the 2024 Designer Mystery Block of the Month from Fat Quarter Shop. Well, here's the block. Remember yesterday I talked to you about the best way to be productive is to have something cut. Well, I had that cut. So it was just a little bit to put it together, and it turned out just beautiful. There we go. Didn't that come out pretty? What a sweet little block. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Love, love, love. So, so pretty. And what has to happen with these blocks is they need to get walls and a roof. So this is this one here, block 8, right? Right in the middle, block 8. And it needs to get walls and a roof. And I've already got those all stitched up. So that's what I was going to work on today, was stitching together the walls and the roof on this thing and get that block done. Margie, I need for you to fill out that form. If you're coming to El Campo, you need to fill out that form. Maybe you did already. Last I looked last night, you had not filled that out, I don't think. I love the fabrics for that quilt too. So pretty. Y'all, we're going through stuff here. I'm not going to have anything to talk about in a minute. Let's get to some stitching, shall we? We're going to stitch this morning. These are pretty easy to do. I'm going to put my pattern up here on my bee's knees little shelf so I can remember how it goes. The R's need to go on before the S, and those are the sides to my block. So that is going to be these little soft kind of taupey gray looking sides. Let me put this over here. And we'll get these sewn on. So yeah, I think if I get finished today, I'm going to pick my fabrics for Wednesday. And so tomorrow we will do some scan and cut work. I need a brighter light here on this. There we go. That's better. All right. So I talk about this all the time. Remember, have things cut. So this is already cut. All I needed to do. Oh, I'll show you. I want to show you too how I have organized this quilt. So you may have seen it before, but this Yazzie bag, this is one of their larger Yazzies. They don't have these anymore. They don't make them, but this one is holding everything in this quilt. Okay. Let me aim this down just a little bit so you can kind of see my lap where I can hold it out. But this is how, this is how I have organized all this. Okay. So these are not, they're alphabet tiles, but I embroidered them from Embroidery Garden. Okay. And if you want to make some, she calls them markers. So go into the search box and type up markers. Yeah. Give a thumbs up, you guys. That would be great. Give a thumbs up. So, and subscribe. It's free for you and great for me. All right. So I have all of my pieces set aside and lettered, so I know what's what according to the pattern. Okay. And if I didn't have enough room, if I had more than one, then I just put them into a separate bag and then put several bags into larger pockets. So that's kind of how I did that. And then underneath here, I have got extra bits of fabric and the old patterns that have been done. I also have extra fabric over in the original box. And there is also the backing is in here. That beautiful fabric I pointed out to you yesterday, that's the backing. Love that. And then all of my sashing and everything. Everything's cut. My borders, my binding. There's my borders. P is my binding. So everything is cut. Okay. So every time one comes in, all I need to do is just put that one block together and then finish up and make it. Now here, this thing is where I'm keeping I need to put these patterns back. They go wherever I put them, under there. So here is where I'm also keeping my blocks. Okay. There's my watering can from last month. See? So this is how everything is all organized. I have to do that. If I don't, it's a big hot mess and I can't keep it straight. And I try to make it a point to sew. When a block arrives in the mail, I try to make it a point to sew that within a week. So here are my red rooftops with their little chimney right here. Isn't it cute? So, Colleen, is that your birthday present? How fun. We're going to celebrate your birthday then. That'll be good. Bonnie, make a note. Birthday cake. And here are my green roofs. Okay. We have so much fun at those things, you guys. And then on Saturday, we usually hit the pool and have margaritas. So that's going to be fun too. That's not to say we won't have margaritas the rest of the time. All right. This is a cute one here. This is one of my favorites. Yeah. Look at my little Scotty dog. Isn't he cute with his little ball? Ah, that's so adorable. Okay. So it's just about staying organized and making sure that I'm ready when the new months arrive and not letting them pile up. Okay. Put this out. Yeah. And that's how I keep that. They are big. I know they're ginormous blocks. This is going to be a big quilt. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you're staying in Texas, Carolyn, until the festival. Excellent. I'll see you there then. That'll be great. Oh, yeah, they've moved up the Houston Festival several weeks, so it doesn't conflict with Halloween. So that's really nice. Oh, Linda, you cannot, let me answer your question. So she asked about she said yesterday I mentioned a stitch width change on a regular domestic machine. If you've got a machine that can do a zigzag, okay, you can move that needle over and you can bump it. Brother and Baby Lock, you can do this. I don't know about other brands, but you can move it over to a 5.5 stitch width and then run your fabric along the edge of that J foot, which is the standard sewing foot on that machine, and you'll get a perfect 1/4 inch seam. She asked if I can do that on this machine. On the straight stitch, you cannot change stitch width. You can change stitch length, how fast the feed dogs are moving fabric through, but you cannot change stitch width because it is a single hole needle plate. And that's why you switch to a 1/4 inch foot on this, because this machine comes with 2 feet, 2 standard sewing feet, and one of them is a 1/4 inch foot. So no, you can't do that. It doesn't let you. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and stitch this side on, but I don't want to sew it blind, right? So I'm going to stitch it from this direction. And my glasses, I got to get my glasses on. I'm getting close. Yeah. Yeah, this machine does not have the capability to change that because it doesn't come with a plate for a zigzag. All right. Now, these are folded so that I would be sewing blind. I need to turn on my Oliso iron. Get my dog biscuits out of the way. And I don't want to sew blind. So I'm just going to, I guess I should press these either that or no, they're all folded so that where the seams cross right here are hidden in the fold. That's too bad. I'll fix it. Not a big deal. Just fold it the other way. So I'm going to pin the bottom edges together so that those are pinned as well. Strings. And I'm going to pin the middle so that it doesn't scooch underneath, because it'll want to do that as well. All right, so let's get this thing going here. I got to turn on my machine. That's handy. Yeah. All right. I am aiming for where those seams cross, so I don't tip the point. Okay. I'm getting a little bit of, there we go, a little bit of bubbles. I didn't want that. Let's see how we did. That'll be fine. That works. Yep, that works. I'll press that out when that iron heats up. Not hot yet. And the other one. Let's see. You have worked and worked to get a consistent 1/4 inch seam. You guys, that's the big thing too when you're quilting, is that's one of the reasons I purchased this machine. The quality of my piecing just skyrocketed once I got this machine. You know, when you first get into the business of quilting, if you have a regular domestic that will do a zigzag, you're like, why? What's the big deal? I don't understand. Well, there's a reason they make these machines. They have a single purpose in life, and they do it very, very well. And they're not that expensive. I think the 1600, the PQ 1600 is only like $900 or $1,000 on Amazon. They're not that much comparatively. Can you quilt beautifully on a regular? Yeah, absolutely. But that's the pressure that holds it down and in place, the consistency of the 1/4 inch seam. It's just, everything about it is just better. My binding just got way better when I started using this machine. Much, much better. I should have marked those little tips. Even though I have it flat, it's wanting to pucker. See my little bump? See that? That little bump right there, that's going to cause a tuck. I don't want to do that. Let me show you how to fix that. Okay. Those are annoying. Even though it's all pinned, it still wanted to pull. So I'm going to open this up just a little bit, about halfway, with my little seam ripper here. Okay, so I've got some extra in there. I'm going to flip it over. Let me mark the point on this so that it's correct. I don't want to tip that point right there. Right, come on, there. And then a 1/4 inch here. Okay, so I've got that marked. I'm going to mark this. That's where the point is. I don't want to tip it. Okay, I'm going to lay this out flat. And I'm going to let the feed dogs ease in that excess. Bigger on bottom, baggy on bottom. All right, I'm just going to cross over that one seam. Okay. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. There we go. See? That looks great. That worked out great. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. All right. Yeah. So Bernina makes one, the B08. Okay, that's good. Yeah, straight stitch machines. If you guys are going to be quilting, it's worth the investment. It really is. Get the right tool for the job. Okay. My dad used to always tell me that. Use the right tool for the job. That's not to say that these other machines aren't good. They are, but right tool for the job. That's the way. Yeah. We talk while I long arm. That's nice. Oh, that turned out so pretty. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice, nice. I'm ironing on this new pad from Oliso. That one that it's like a Connect 4 kind of thing. Pretty neat. Whoever came up with that, genius. I'll show you guys in a second. I have the other one over by my Luminaire. But that's pretty cool. It's got those little orange connectors on the back that you can make your, let me put this down. Okay. Yeah. So it's got the orange connectors on the back. Very, very neat. So you can disconnect these two, put another square right next to it and connect them like that. And now you've got one pad that holds together. Pretty cool. Love it. Oh, that turned out beautiful. Look at that. So pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Hi, Joy. We got a new one. Newbie. Love newbies. Okay. Oh. There are things in life that just make your sewing so good. And this iron's one of them. All right. I need to put the skinny strip on the bottom. I think that looks a little odd in the pattern, but it is what it is, right? Look at that. Thank you, Bernadette. See, it's got a skinny strip on the bottom. Isn't that weird? But it's turning out pretty. Very pretty. All right. Get this going here. Just building these blocks out. So today I've got the blue backing for the I Spy quilt I'm going to make today. Harriet called me yesterday from Quilting with Harriet. If you guys have Pro Stitcher, you need to watch her. She's fantastic. And she called me and talked to me about the record and mark button on the Pro Stitcher to let the Pro Stitcher do it for me, because I'm going to start with ruler work. And she said, oh, ruler work hurts my neck. Let me tell you how to do this. I said, all right, that sounds good to me. So we talked through that yesterday. I'm so blessed to have people in my life who can help me with all of that, right? Very blessed. So let's see here. I'm just making sure I'm not missing any questions or comments in the chat. So much going on in our world, y'all. That thing from Dime yesterday, that really got me. If you just are joining us, OESD has purchased Designs in Machine Embroidery, and Eileen Roche is going to retire. I'm hearing July is when she's going to retire. So it leaves everything kind of in a big, I don't know. I'm happy for her. She's done amazing work in the industry. But it feels like a friend is moving, out of town. That's what it feels like. All right. So I went ahead and pinned this, looking at it this way, even though I'm going to stitch it from the other side. From this, I'm going to stitch it from this side. But I'm marking those points. And hopefully it doesn't bubble on me at all. We don't like bubbles, right? Okay. I got pins right side up, upside down, every which way on this thing. Okay. Last night, I took the faceplate off this and got in there with my brushes and swabs and got all kinds of fuzz out of there and oiled it, made it happy. Oiled the machine, new bobbin, new needle. Gave her a little once over last night. So happy today. Okay, pin that. Ah, see the needle. That's the reason I changed that yesterday. Perfect. All right, let's see. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Very nice. Yeah, very, very nice. This thing's getting big. It's fixing to get bigger. Very pretty. Points are perfect. Love it. I like how you guys on the Facebook group are paying attention to your points now. Very proud of you. I think that's great. Yep. A little coaching, right? Okay. Everything's looking beautiful. This is what we're after. Okay. Now I got to put 2 more sides on it. Okay. And there's no points that I have to worry about. I'm just expanding the block according to the pattern. No points at all. So these are going to go on the sides. Now, when I pin, I'll just talk to you about my pinning. So I pin the ends first. So I'm going to pin the top. Again, making sure I don't have anything. You can't see the front from the back. You can't see the back from the front. So I'm going to pin that together. And then I'm going to pin this end down here. And then everything else in between is going to be evenly pinned. I try not to pull. Okay. You shouldn't pull. Everything should lay nice and flat. So then pin the middle and then half again, top and bottom, as many as you need. And when I stitch, this is a stitching technique I learned from Janet Prey from Islander Sewing Systems. Okay. I don't backspace generally, backstitch, backspace. I've been on a keyboard too much. So I want to show you. I hold my fabric, thumb under, let me show you, thumb under, fingers on top, and I roll it. Let me zoom out a little bit and get this camera angle. See, oh yeah, zoom it a little bit so you can see. Let me do this other camera. Show you my technique. Okay, like this. So thumb under, I'm holding it with 2 fingers here on the end. If you have a whole bunch, you just grab a bit. Okay, but thumb under, fingers on top, and you roll it like this. And this is what they do in industry. When industry doesn't have time, when they're sewing garments, they don't have time for pins. And this is how you prevent the bottom fabric from being pulled through faster than the top fabric by the feed dogs. So thumb under, fingers on top, and then I use my other hand as kind of like pins to guide the fabric through. That's the way I do it. So that method, it was a little weird for me to learn it at first, but now it's just natural for me. And it works so well. Because even though you're pinned, things can still happen. You may want to lift your foot to relax that top fabric. So there's a little bit of a method to everything that I do on this. All right, there's one side. Perfect. That looks good. Let me back you out a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. Just straight stitching. Okay. That phrase was running through your head. Thumb under, fingers on top. Yep. And it goes through my head every time I stitch. I took a craftsy class with Janet, and that's where I learned that. She's very, very good. She designs all kinds of, she's a garment designer. And so she owns Islander Sewing Systems. And you guys, I don't recommend, so this is going to be too big on the bottom. I don't recommend not measuring these pieces like this and just sewing top to bottom and then cutting, because your blocks are going to be wonky. Okay. I can tell already that piece is a little loopy, so I'm just going to just sew it upside down. Okay. And it's going to come out beautiful. Vicki, I heard that I don't know, I saw Janice Dean saying he didn't see his shadow, and then I saw he did. Maybe that was an old thing. I don't know what it was. But we're in the 80s here this week. So yeah, I think we're going to have an early spring. I mean, it's going to be 81 today and 84 by Thursday. Oh, this is perfect. Beautiful. Very nice. You guys should be sewing while I am. You'll be getting stuff done. Who's sewing with me right now? The weather's keeping us guessing. I know. Well, I'm glad for the warmer weather because I need to be outside in fresh air. Hopefully kick this cold. All right. Pretty, pretty. All right. So my block is ready. My house is ready for the roof. Awesome. You're working, Teresa? Good. Can't chat if you're sewing. Right? Okay. So now I do have points I have to pay attention to on this. Only those two top in the base block. Yeah. So roof goes like that. Excuse me. I don't have any seams that have to nest. I don't think. I don't know. Am I coming to Mole Queens in Tempe? I know he wants me to go. He's asked me. We just haven't set a date yet. So my calendar for 2025 is just filled up so fast. And my mother even called me last night. She's like, why don't you set up a family reunion? And I said, no. No, I won't. Are you out of your mind? A family reunion? Really? No. Let me see here. With my calendar, there is no way. Put these in. And the top fits perfectly, my little roof. Accurate cutting is key, you guys. For sure. When am I coming to Longmont? Debbie, I'll be there the 8th and 9th of July. We're going to do some snapplique. That's going to be fun, 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 fun. Been in contact with them for sure. Yep. All right. So this looks good. I've got 2 points I need to worry about, and those are right here. So I'm going to put a pin through. Let me see. I'm going to pin the seam allowance open so it doesn't get all bunched on both of these. My husband's up. I can hear him moving around. We put a chicken on the grill the other night. It was so good. Okay, and now I'm going to take my pin and go through that point and mark it. I don't want to tip it. Don't sew blind. Okay. And those mark right here and right here. Ideally, in a perfect world, they're at a quarter inch seam. May not be. Okay. Last seam on this block. I don't want you tucking up under there. Don't be messing with my seam allowance. Whoops. All right, through the blue mark. I'm almost done. I don't like those seam allowances when they fold up and bunch up. And this is it. Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Hit them both. Perfect. Love it. I make it look so easy. Well, it's just a matter, I keep talking you guys through my process so that you can do the same thing if you use these techniques so that everything lays and hits exactly where you want. You guys can do it too. It's just a matter of accurate cutting, accurate pinning. Right? I love to piece. This is so relaxing to me. Very therapeutic for me. Very therapeutic. You'll notice there's certain ones I don't do. You'll never see me stitch a curved seam. I know my limitations and I'm okay with them. All right. Block 8 for the Fat Quarter Shop Mystery Designer Block of the Month is in the can. Woo! Look at this. Beautiful. Pretty, pretty. There it is. All done. That's great. Awesome. Yeah, I love to piece. Piecing is nice. Piecing's a lot, I mean, very therapeutic. Okay. So now I just need to make sure I got to put this, because I always have to look and see which one's coming up next for the I need to start working on the flowers. See the flowers on the side here? I don't have those started yet. So what happens when my mystery is a curve? Elmer's glue dots. Elmer's, that's a trick. Yeah, to be able to do that. So I'm very pleased with that. That's lovely. Corey Yoder did a good job on that block. So thank you, Bernadette. I appreciate it. How did I say to sew the seam when making something like a snowball block where it comes out correctly? Donna, great question. There is a video right below in the description box. It says more dot dot dot. Click on that. If you're on a TV, you guys grab your remote and hit the channel up for a thumbs up for me if you wouldn't mind. But there's a video right there that says how to make perfect points, how to do those sew and flips. Okay. And you're going to use that on, you're going to use it on flying geese, square and a square, every single one of these blocks right here, every one of them has used that method. So I go baby steps with that on how to make those perfect points. Highly recommend you check that out. Okay. Thank you so much. You guys are so thoughtful. I know curved seams are easy. LC says, I need to binge watch. Go right ahead. You never know what you're going to come up with on this channel. So, all right, you guys, this has been a lot of fun. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe. We are over are we over 79,000? I think we're getting there. We're at 78.9. So we're heading for 79. When we hit 80,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a Sew Tights rotary mat and magnetic cutting ruler, courtesy of Lady M, the benefactor of my channel. So that's very exciting. So you guys keep getting your friends to subscribe. Please share. I love that about you. All right. And we will talk to you later. You guys go sew something. See you tomorrow. Bye.